You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast, so if you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot, turn this off before you get butthurt and mad, start to cry, have to run to your safe space. All opinions are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any government agency. Welcome to Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. It's not my normal day. I was supposed to record yesterday. My apologies. We had a birthday / Easter thing for my wife and my father-in-law in Easter celebration. We boiled crawfish and started like at 10:30 to get home till after 6. And said I was going to sit down for a minute and rest before I came and recorded, and my old ass fell asleep. So when I woke up, it was too late to do it, so I said, well, fuck it, gonna have to do it today. Hello, Shane. The Washington Weevils are here, I assume. Not sure what a weevil is. You're gonna have to enlighten me on that situation. Kind of curious, but welcome to the show. Anyway, hope everyone had a really, really good Easter. Hope the bunny rabbit was good to the kids. You always got to be careful with them bunny rabbits, because if they bite you, you may get rabies. Running joke is I used to tell my sister that when we were little, and she used to cry when my mom told her it was time for the Easter Bunny to come, because she thought the Easter Bunny would give her rabies, until I got ratted out and got in trouble for it. So don't be telling your siblings that the Easter Bunny's going to give them rabies. You might get your ass beat by your mother. That did happen to me. I'm not sure the exact date. We may be at it. I will have to look. I did not bring my phone in here with me, or I could tell you. I am coming up on my 1-year anniversary date of doing this. Kind of shocked myself. I didn't know if I was going to make an entire year of it. But still going. Numbers are going up. So thanks for everybody that's listening and watching. I appreciate it tremendously. You don't know how much that people would actually sit back and listen to my stupid, retarded country ass say anything. So let's get on with it. Of course, you know, I tell my stories about pulling people over and stuff, and I pulled quite a few over this past, right all the way up till Friday. Even though I was off Friday, I went out and worked overtime to write tickets just to pull people over, because I like writing tickets. Well, I pull over this guy for doing 76 miles an hour and 60, which, if anybody listens, most of the time, the area I work is a 60-mile-an-hour area. Anyway, this guy was with his wife. I assume it was with his wife. Anyway, they were both, like, super fucking nice. And it's really nice when you get super fucking nice people that you pull over, because, you know, a lot of times they're just assholes. Anyway, the Iceman did give this guy a break. But he did get his ticket. But I didn't write him for 76. Chopped him down to 71, which is 11 over instead of 16. And he stated to me, he's like, man, I drive through here all the time. When he gets back and forth for work from where he lives and stuff like that, or they travel. I didn't ask. He says, I've never seen cops out here, and I've never gotten stopped. He's like, and I usually going a lot faster than this. And I'm like, well, man, I said, speeding is kind of like gambling. I said, you know, the odds are in your favor for you speeders out there. I mean, because you can speed 100 times. I only got to catch you doing it once to give you a ticket. But, you know, it's like rolling the dice. But honestly, it's odds are in his favor. It wasn't his favor that day. But this dude was just him and his wife were just, whoever the female was with him, were super fucking nice. I wish all my stops would go like that with nice people, but unfortunately, well, if it did, I wouldn't have a lot of good stories to talk about if I just had pulled over a bunch of nice people. But it is nice when you have nice people that have conversations with you. Later that day, I pulled over a guy doing 83 in a 60. He was in the left lane. There was a black car tailgating the shit out of him. And again, same day. I don't know what it was about this day. This dude was fucking super nice too. He was doing 23 over. State of Louisiana, 23 over is actually considered reckless operation, which is you can be arrested for it and charged. Anyway, he let me know he had a gun in his vehicle, which I appreciate. In Louisiana here, I assume everyone has a gun in their vehicle. People that listen that are out of country, out of state, I don't know how some of these laws go in different states. I know it's way different. But in Louisiana, your car is considered an extension of your home. So you can have a weapon in your vehicle anywhere you want in your vehicle. We got people that mount them, under the dash, in holsters on the side. I mean, but it's considered an extension of your home. You don't have to have a permit to have this gun in your vehicle. So I always assume every car that I pull over has a gun in it. Because I know a lot of states, I forget which state this guy told me about. It was a northern state. Said you can have a gun in your car, but like the gun has to be in like the front part, and your magazine and ammo have to be in the trunk or something like that. What fucking good is that gonna do you? None whatsoever, right? But anyway, he did hand me his concealed carry and stuff. I told him, you don't need that inside the car in Louisiana and stuff. It must have been a record that day. I gave this guy a break too. I dropped his down to 71 and a 60 also. Like I said, he was a super nice guy. Anyway, me and this dude must have talked for 30 minutes on side the fucking road. He said he was heading to Texas. He was stopping in another town that was coming up, stay overnight before he finished his trip to Texas. He was going to stop and get him some crawfish and stuff. Hey, if he's listening, I hope he enjoys his crawfish. He enjoyed his crawfish. Our crawfish was good. My stepson boiled them up this weekend, and he does a real good job at boiling. They weren't real big, though. They were kind of on a medium, smallish size. Hopefully they'll get bigger. Crawfish are delicious. Of course, I felt like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man this morning, all puffed up with all that fucking salt and everything from eating all of those crawfish. By the way, my drink du jour tonight is Apple Crown and some Sprite. Not Apple Jacks, but some Apple Crown and Sprite. I'll change it up from the watermelon. Anyway, pulled over a lady with Florida tags, 81 and a 60. People were rolling pretty good that day. She stated she was in a hurry because she had to pee. Now, the next exit that you can piss at with restroom facilities was a good, I don't know, it's like 15 miles or so. And but she had just passed, like a mile and a half, 2 miles back. She had just passed the last gas station facilities that was they got a sign out there, last facilities for like, I don't know, 18 miles or something like that. So I'm like, okay. So went, gave her a ticket. She wasn't happy, but she wasn't doing a pee-pee dance, so I think she was lying. I think some people think that if they say they have to piss or shit, they'll go, oh, just go right ahead and go. No, you just passed the fucking gas station. If you had to piss, the piss just hit you in the last mile and a half, like, oh shit, I got to piss now, I'm going to speed up. No, I think she's fucking lying. Wrote her a ticket. Those type of excuses don't fly with me. You got to almost be dying for me just to fucking let you go a lot of the times. So her excuse, no good. When I walked back up, she wasn't doing no pee-pee dance or nothing. You can tell when somebody really needs to pee, stuff they're about to, pee on themselves. But no, I think it was an excuse. Oh, I did. I don't know if she's listening live or anything like that, but Man, there's a young lady. She'll know who she is. She was driving a blue Prius. She was doing 77 and 60. She got her ticket. Anyway, like I said, she was super nice too. The whole entire time she was nice. She was listening to something, and I asked her, and she said she was listening to some podcast or something called The Moth or something like that. So we got on that subject. Of course, told her about my podcast, and we talked about that for a little while and stuff like that. Like I said, she was super nice. She worked for an attorney's office as a paralegal, I believe. She was going to Texas to see her family. Like I said, super nice young lady. Told her that I would give her a shout out on here, and I did. Like I said, I hope her family members liked the candle that she got them, and I hope she had a good Easter also. But that one day, I mean, I just kept getting all these just super nice fucking people. It's crazy. Let's talk about this now. Of course, in Louisiana here, the governor, our great governor, sarcasm in my voice. They've moved into another stage. I don't know if it's stage 4, what the fuck it is. I'm done, trying to figure out which stage we're in. But anyway, they opened up a lot more of the state. They opened bars back up. I think restaurants, a lot of sporting events. They've opened a lot of shit back up. Of course, they still got the face diaper mandate and that bullshit. So I'm a anti-masker type person. I don't think they work, but that's my opinion only. But everybody has their own opinion and do what they want to fucking do. But as the state's opening back up, more people are, I guess, not working from home and going back to their offices and work and stuff like that. Well, all these fucking lockdown Larrys that are back out driving to work in the morning and they've been working from their houses, I guess, for about a fucking year. They need to flip their little switch from stupid motherfucker to dumbass. At least just move it up to dumbass, okay? It's like these fucking people just totally forgot how to fucking drive. They had a fucking vegetable fruit truck that's around here that delivers, fresh vegetables and fruit to different, locations and stuff. This motherfucker was in the fast lane doing 68 next to a fucking 18-wheeler blocking traffic. And when I finally fucking, after about 3 miles of this shit, I finally hit him with my lights and made him scoot the fuck over. He going, I almost pulled this motherfucker over. It's like, really, dude? But all the lockdown Larrys, just flip the switch, just one. I mean, go to 2. Just go to moron or something. Take it off of totally fucking ignorant. Y'all forgot how to drive? I mean, come on, people. It's not that fucking difficult. Oh, if y'all are watching live or anybody watches it, I already got chewed out by the wife. I forgot to change the title name on the videos. It's the same as it was last week. My bad. I apologize. I fucked up. Shit happens. I'm using Restream right now. It's not quite how I was used to doing it before. So I don't know if I'll be able to change it afterwards or not, but I already got chewed out for it. So if y'all happen to notice that, my bad. I fuck up sometimes. It happens. I'm old. I'm still trying to, figure all this technology shit out. I don't think I'm doing too bad on it. All right, we're going to go on one of these. Got a back in the day story. This was way back in the fucking day. This probably at least 23 years back. Like I said, it is fucking way back there. Way back. I was still, of course, just before the department I worked at for time even had a motor division. I mean, I'm like a young rookie cop. I was probably like, 26, 25. I worked with a bunch of older guys. Like, I'm one of the older guys, but I was working night shift, a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift, 12 hours. And we got dispatched to the 29S. What 29S is, that's in that department where I worked at, 29S, A29S anyway, it was attempted suicide. So it was pretty late at night. Wasn't a lot going on. So it was like 4 of us showed up over there. Like I said, I'm the young punk of the whole, crew. And so I'm sure wasn't, taking command or nothing at this point, anyway, not even close. Anyway, this one guy, I don't have a nickname for him. He had a nickname back then. I can't remember it. It's so long ago. I think he's still alive. I haven't heard him passing away, but he's been retired probably 12 or 13 or more years. It's been a long time since he retired. But anyway, this guy was like super, super country dude. I'm talking, avid squirrel hunter and all that stuff like that. He loved shooting them fucking tree rats. But anyway, we get called to the attempted suicide. It was a female that said she had taken some pills. So there's 3 of us inside. Country guy, retired guy now. He I don't know why he didn't come in, but he was well, I know why he didn't come in now, but at the time I didn't. He was out in the yard. Of course, we're inside. I wasn't doing much of the talking back then, but they were talking. Supposedly she had taken some pills, and she, her life was just horrible. She was crying. She won't live no more, and everything bad and typical. What you're gonna hear somebody that basically is thinking about killing themselves. If she took a whole bunch of pills, I'm not sure. If I remember correctly, I don't think it was anything that was going to actually kill her. The pills, anyway. Anyway, they were talking. Life's not that bad. Look, you really need to go. But, you go with the ambulance, and they wasn't there yet, of course. But go with the ambulance. You go to the hospital. Just get checked out. They were doing the whole compassion, sympathy type thing. That they were doing the whole thing, and so they were in there talking, and the next thing you know is you hear the loudest fucking fart you'd ever hear in your life. I mean, this shit was like super fucking loud. I'm talking a fart that would rattle the walls. You hear me? These farts would just rattle the fucking walls. And it's like everybody's trying to be professional inside, of course. You just want to bust out fucking laughing because this dude was in the yard and it was so fucking loud. We were inside the house. The front door was open, but it was so, he had to blow a hole in his fucking underwear, shit himself or something. So we're all just doing our damnedest to keep our composure. And the damnedest thing, the woman that we were there trying to, get to go to the hospital with the attempted suicide thing, she goes from crying and boohooing. She fucking bust out laughing, like gut wrenching, bent over, fucking hysterically laughing at this dude that just sounds like he just fucking shit his pants in the front yard. So it's like, I'd have never thought in my entire career that fucking fart would de-escalate a situation and stuff like that. And I think she went ahead and went to the hospital and got checked out and stuff like that. As far as I know she went to the ambulance, but yeah, fart saved the day. But it was so fucking, it was so bad. It was so loud. This poor guy here, he always he's one of them type of friends, which is funny, is that he quit smoking. He always say he quit smoking, but I used to smoke cigarettes back then, and but he quit smoking. But he'd always come and just bum some. He'd let me bum some cigarettes off of you. Well, don't let him just like, they're in my unit right there in my console or whatever on the seat. Just go grab you some. Because no, this motherfucker didn't quit smoking. He quit buying cigarettes, because you go in there and I'd have like a whole pack with like one missing out or something. I'd go in there and like half the pack's gone. This motherfucker would take like half the pack. It's like, motherfucker, you did not quit smoking. You just quit buying cigarettes. I used to have to lock my shit up from him. He was a great guy. I mean, he was around for a while. I remember when he got in there, we were running a code to a hot call one night, and he was behind me. And next thing, I looked back in my mirror, and he was gone. We had to go back and find him. He had run off the road in a curve, and his car went so far off in the woods you couldn't even see the fucking bar lights on it. He cracked his head wide open and shit. I mean, it was a bad crash. But like I said, this was a good little guy. All right, we're about 20 minutes in so far. This ain't going to be a super long episode or anything, because like I said, I'll probably be back Wednesday, because there's all kind of shit going on in the news around here that I want to talk about this week also. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break so I can put out some other podcasts that are friends of ours we listen to. So y'all listen up to them, and I will be right back.
Stand by.
We interrupt this program for an important announcement. Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you standing by? A very important message is coming. Are you still standing by?
We interrupt for this breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
There's a podcast that happens on Saturday night that you need to know about. All right, can I get out of serious mode? Let's go to goofy. Okay. Make sure to listen to Louisiana Saturday Night. Robert and April are your hosts, and they talk a lot about current events. And occasionally they'll have a guest and include them on the conversation. It's raw, it's blunt, and explicit. Well, if there is one thing I know, and that is I like dirty. Anyway. It's for anyone who wants to have fun and not take life so seriously. And God knows we need that these days. Robert and April on Louisiana Saturday Night. Check them out at louisianasaturdaynight.podbean.com.
Hold up. Stop. What is that shit? Yes, that's better. Perfectly dysfunctional. One messed up, crazy family having conversations about who knows what.
Well, all right. Louisiana Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night Podcast with Robert and April. Hilarious people. Go listen to them. The Perfectly Dysfunctional Podcast, that's a family. And you never know what the fuck them crazy people are going to talk about. They news stories, shit that's going on in their life. You just never know what's going to go on with them. So go check both of them out. Show some love to them. Anyway, I only really have one more thing I really want to talk about. Like I said, this one ain't going to be a super long one. I just pull this one guy over, and lots of people out there have radar, laser detectors, and all that bullshit like that. Hell, I think I had one when I was a teenager. Basically, the only thing it ever fucking did was go off every time you passed a goddamn grocery store or something from the fucking doors. I don't think it ever saved me from getting a ticket, actually. But anyway, people still buy that shit. And if you're a civilian out there listening, don't waste your money. If I'm not running a hot radar, that means I'm just driving around with my radar on. Just like when I'm on my bike patrolling, I just got my radar on. It's going to set it off then. If I'm sitting stationary somewheres, and especially if I'm running with a LiDAR, laser, when your fucking detector goes off, it's too late. I already got you. So, I mean, there's no point. I mean, it's really just let you know you just got fucking caught. That's about all it's going to do. Anyway. I pull this guy over in this big fucking brand spanking new F-250 Super Duty truck. I make my approach go up there. Same thing. I try to be nice as can be. I let people dictate how my attitude's going to be. Anyway, I advised him. He was doing 80 and a 60. I walked up, sir. The reason I stopped you is you're doing 80 and a 60. I just need your driver's license and your registration. See, he still had a paper plate on it. And he hands me a registration, which I could have gotten his shit because obviously with the registration he handed me, he had a fucking license plate. And his lazy ass, I guess, was too lazy to fucking put it on, or he just wants everybody to know he's got a new truck, so he just leaving a paper plate. Because the registration he handed me, you only get after you get the permanent plate for the vehicle. So, I didn't do it. I just didn't feel like it. Because I could just, you walk up, you can just look at some people and you can just see it in their face. They just total fucking ass. So I get his license and registration. I go back. Like I said, I got the gizmo now and stuff, and, I'm back within 60 seconds, something like that. So it's not long. Anyway, I walk back up, and I just tell him, I'm like, all right, sir, by signing this, not admission of guilt, you're either going to pay a citation fine or show up in court. On the bottom of the copy I'm going to give you, there's going to be different options for you. You can read over them, see if any apply to you, and if you'd like to try to see if you qualify for any, you can either call or go online with. I go through the whole spiel. Every time, like fucking got it memorized, the whole thing. As I've said, well, this dude, I could see fucking fire coming out of his fucking eyes. I had already saw his shit from when I put, because I ran his plate before. When I work in this area, 99% of the time I'm using my unit. It's a very small shoulder. It's on a bridge. It's dangerous. The unit just gives me more protection than a motorcycle would. So time I got out my vehicle, I'd already run him. When I got back into it to do the citation, I saw he had a resisting charge on it, which is a red flag that pops up on our end when we run it. He had extensive driving history and stuff like that. Dude, like I said, just sign it in the white area right there. He signed it with his finger, print it out, hand it to him. I'm like, and I always say the same thing. Have a safe trip. Be careful pulling out. Snatches it out of my hand. I'm walking off, and he fucking takes off all aggressive, with his diesel engine, roaring, taking, fast as he could, taking off, just pissed off at the fucking world. Well, when I'm walking, I hear that, I get the biggest fucking grin on my face at this point, because I'm like, okay, fucking dick. It's like I'm not the one. I was not driving your vehicle. I was not the one pressing on your accelerator, making you go 80 miles an hour. Like I said before earlier in the podcast. Fucking speeding's like gambling. You win most of the time because, he got fucking, well, from according to his driving record, he gets caught all the fucking time. But he got caught. So you're going to be pissed at me for writing you the fucking ticket. What's wrong, Mr. Man? Mr. Brand new Ford F-250 man? Your little LiDAR, your little radar detector, your little laser detector didn't work, help you out? I just had the big fucking grin on my face because I knew at that point I done fucked this dude's whole complete evening up. This motherfucker was going to be pissed off. He was going to go to bed thinking about me being pissed off. The dude was an asshole. Be like the other people. I had the other people, they were nice as could be. Be like the little Prius girl. She was sweet as could be. She sure does like her boss a lot, the Prius girl. He's super nice. She's worked for a divorce attorney. But anyway, fucking F-250 dude, man. Fuck you, dude. Like I said, I was laughing as you sped off in a rage, fucking rage, pissed off at the world, pissed off at me. Man, fuck you. I didn't make you speed. Sorry you got caught. That's on you. Don't speed. You won't get caught. 5 over won't get pulled over. That's what I tell people all the time. 5 over, you won't get pulled over. So people ask me, give me a break. Tell you what, if you ask me for a break 99.999% of the time, I ain't giving you no fucking break. Don't ask me for no break. It makes me think I'll tell this old story, back in the day story. This was right after one of the bad hurricanes, Katrina or one of them. I can't remember. It was one of the bad hurricanes. I think it was Katrina because New Orleans had been shut down. Excuse me. And anyway, they had opened the city back up and people were going back. Fucking traffic was horrible. We're getting complaints of speed and stuff. I was on a fucking interstate pulling people over. I heard I had made the news channel or a radio station or something in New Orleans talking about how these asshole cops were out there writing fucking tickets to all these poor people just trying to get back, see if their houses were there. You get there any quicker ain't going to change the fact if your house isn't there, is it? No. But you get yourself killed or hurt somebody else. Anyway, pull this guy over. Never forget it. This is when them the big Hummers were in style, brand spanking new when they first came out. They were quite expensive vehicles. It wasn't a cheap vehicle to purchase. Anyway, I pull him over. Like I said, I don't remember how fast he was going. But this guy, he straight up asked me, he's like, man, I'm heading back to New Orleans to go check on my house and stuff like that. And, you can't give me a break. Did you head back to the house in New Orleans, see if anything? Yeah, well, I went and stayed at my house in Florida. And I was just driving back to check on my house in New Orleans. Really? You drive a brand new fucking Hummer, I guess back then, they were about 50, 60,000. I'm guessing. I don't know. They were out of my price range, so I never went and looked at them. But anyway, he's driving a brand new fucking Hummer. And you went and stayed at your beach house in Florida. So you're going to drive back down and check on your other house in New Orleans. You want a break. Dude, really? I mean, you got two fucking houses and this is probably just your day driver car. No, you're not getting a fucking break. Sorry. Call me a dick. Call me what you want. I don't give a motherfucker. You can afford this little fucking ticket right here. I ain't giving you a break. But people will always, not all of people. They got quite a few people that will just say, can't you give me a break? I had one, can't you give me a break? Yeah, I did. I didn't write you for your license plate being expired or that inspection sticker being expired or how about this being expired? There's a shit ton of stuff on vehicles that I can write tickets for. Just take your ticket. Slow down. That's my point of it. I'm not, like I told this one lady, they were driving and they were heading, I think, from Georgia to Texas or something. I'm not sure, I think. And she had her leg up on, her feet up on a dashboard. She's laid back. She had toilet paper, using it as a pillow. That's like the second, third person I've ever done that, seen that. I don't know when fucking toilet paper become a headrest, or a pillow, I don't know. But obviously it must be a thing. Anyway, I looked at her, I was like, look, I said, I ain't telling you what to do, but if your friend gets in a crash and that airbags deploy with your feet sitting on the dash on the airbag, I said, if it doesn't kill you, you're going to wish you were dead because it's going to drive your legs and your knees. It's going to drive your knees into your chest, probably breaking ribs, shattering your pelvis bones, and doing all kind of other damage to your legs to force those bags come out with. I'm like, but you can do what you want to. And she just kind of put them down. It's like, I don't want that to happen. Well, who does? And like I explained to him, I said, look, I just want you to be safe. My point is, and the ticket master used to say this too, I'm not writing you a ticket to cost you money. I'm writing you this ticket to change your habit. The next time you come through here, you're going to slow down because you got a ticket. And you're not going to want to get another ticket. So I want to change your behavior. because the speed is set there for a purpose, not as a suggestion, and it's to keep you safe. So that's what I'm doing it for. And I've told people, I just want you to stay safe. If I pulled you over and I might have prevented you from getting in a crash up the road from the way you were driving or the speed you were driving. So that's my whole main thing in it anyway. I'm just rambling on. And nobody wants to hear me ramble on. So I know it's a short one. We'll be back Wednesday with some, and I'll change the title to make sure I don't get chewed out by the wife. Me fucking up. We'll be back Wednesday with some news stories. Like I said, a lot of stuff in Louisiana, a lot of shit, a lot of stories going on. It's ridiculous, even around the country. But I try to stay local. We'll see. Just come back and Wednesday, and we'll see what I have to talk about then. And it's like always. Oh, email me, motorcopchronicles@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook, Motorcop Chronicles. Twitter's at MotorC. It's really 3 platforms I'm using. Like I said, if you're law enforcement and you want to be on the show, we can do it over the phone. I haven't tried the Skype thing. We could try that or something. Send me a story and I'll read the story. I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to be a cop. You don't have to be a motor cop. You could be a dispatcher, corrections, stuff like that. I'd really love to interview a bicycle cop, see what kind of schooling and stuff like that they go through. I think that'd be interesting. I'm not saying he's going to be a guest, but there's a guy I know. He's not a law enforcement officer, but he does compete in a lot of the civilian motorcycle competitions, and he's a really super guy. He's won a lot of them. This guy, he was trained by some of the best motor cops that I know, anyway. And this guy can ride and shit. He rides patterns better than I do. But I'd like to get him on. I think they were out of state not too long ago, and I think they might have won. So hopefully, might be in the future thing. So anyway, as we always say, remember to smile, because the Iceman could always be behind you. So until Wednesday, stay safe and watch your back.